name is Zahraa, and I go to Carleton University. I'm doing my master's in political science here. One of the most interesting aspects that I found to be kind of like a defining factor within the education employment of refugees is actually their legal status. So the idea that the Lebanese government does not recognize them as refugees in official terms. They call them displaced persons, right? Whereas then they're just given residency, temporary residency that they have to renew and pay money to renew. 75% of them live there technically illegally. So as a result, that kind of really affects the employment that they can attain and also the education they can get, because many of them are afraid to send their children to school due to fears of being stopped at checkpoints or being asked about where they're going or things like that. And also the fact that their employment is limited to 3 sectors, which are agricultural, cleaning, and construction. So that also often results in really precarious jobs. This was something that really has shifted my views on the conflict itself, the refugee crisis within Lebanon, because when you're on the ground and you are interacting with local Lebanese citizens as well as you're interacting with refugees, talking to local taxi drivers and talking to restaurant workers and talking to engineers and hearing about the different struggles that they go through, and their views on the conflict, whether it's the views of the Lebanese citizens or the views of the refugees, it really helped me put everything into perspective and to understand that academia it's wonderful, but can also be very limiting when you're just doing research, simply writing research papers based on other people's research. Is completely different when you are on the ground asking people questions. So LERRN was very helpful in setting me up to go to Lebanon. We had a training week over here where they taught us how to do elite interviews, they taught us how to do interviews with locals, and they also taught us about the different ethics that we should instill in ourselves when conducting interviews for the sake of us as researchers, but also for the sake of the subjects of the research. So that was extremely helpful.